What is art? Is something you would hear pretentious art students say. A question a university professor would explain to his students, and then expect a 20-page essay on by the end of next week. It's a question most consider far too vague without getting into philosophical territory, and its concrete written meanings aren't any better. Dictionary definitions include the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in visual forms such as painting or sculpture, producing works to be appreciated primarily for their beauty and power. The conscious use of skill and creative imagination, especially in the production of aesthetic products, and the class of objects subject to aesthetic criteria, works of art collectively, as paintings, sculptures, or drawings. Now, you're probably looking at those and saying, well, aren't these somewhat concrete definitions? And while that is correct to a point, the actual definition between the three changes, from reproduction of human skill appreciated for their meanings, to the use of said skills rather than the outcome, to just objects with an aesthetic about them, which have nothing to do with human involvement. Sounds much less definitive without the big words, huh? Now chuck in Wikipedia's take on the subject. A diverse range of human activities in creating visual, auditory, performing artifacts, artworks, expressing the author's imaginative, technical skill, intended to be appreciated for their beauty or emotional power. Or to simplify, the production of things that express the author's abilities and is appreciated for their deeper meaning. While sharing some of its definition with the first definition, it shows that no one is really sure what art is. So, can art really be given a definition that can be considered universal? To figure that out, we have to figure out why art seems to be unable to be a universal idea. Before we can get to that, we have to explain the difference between objective and subjective. A quick summary is that an objective thing is a commonly agreed on resolution based in fact, such as the distance between one building and another, while a subjective thing is a resolution based off of an individual or group's experiences, opinions, and general way of thinking, such as a person's likes and dislikes. Or to simplify it further, objective is fact, while subjective is not. The reason why art is so undefinable is because of the subjectiveness behind it. There is no real criteria for something to be art, only what each person thinks fits their criteria. If you were to show two people from completely different walks of life a blank canvas and then ask them, is this art? You'll probably get two very different answers. One will probably say, no, this is a blank canvas, and the other one may go, there is a deeper meaning behind it. So, if art having a criteria is what is needed to define it, then what should the criteria be? Well, it shouldn't. There should be no criteria. Why? Art is subjective. People will come up with their own definition, based on what their ideas of art is, and to take that away will destroy the freedom of expression that fuels art. And that, I think, is how we find the answer. Art is not a thing. It is not tangible. It is what a person considers to speak to them, whether it be because of a product, or the creation of a product, or the meaning behind a product, or whatever else. Art is a concept, nothing more, nothing less. And that is the solution we need. If we accept that art is a concept, we acknowledge that it can't be defined through typical means, such as definition you find in a dictionary, or a paragraph you find on Wikipedia, and that it can change from person to person. To define art in an objective sense based off of facts would be the same as attempting to explain every religion and their beliefs in a generalized paragraph. You just can't without leaving out parts that others would mention, and parts that you would put in could contradict what another would say about it. There is no true definition, and there will never be, because art is so open and unique to each and every person. So why do people then keep trying to define art? Well, it can be summed up rather easily. People are naturally curious, they want an explanation for everything, especially things that are involved directly in their life. That's why people have things such as gods and religion, to explain the things that they cannot explain. And it is much the same with art. It is something that can't be explained, so people will fill in the gaps instead. And what you fill those gaps in with is truly what art is. Hey guys, thanks for watching this. I know this is a completely different style of content, but it's something I'm genuinely interested in. But it is my first time and I do want some feedback. Tell me in the comments, did you like it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it? And I guess I'll see you next time. Bye bye.